Tube is recognised around the world as one of the iconic features of the capital. It dates back to the 1860s, and from the first electrified trains at the end of the 19th century to the latest rolling stock on the Jubilee line, the Tube has left its mark on London.
It's no exaggeration to say that London Underground has had more of an impact on the development of London than any other single thing in the last 150 years. Because without the Underground, even today, the city would just grind to a complete standstill.
As a group station manager here at Canary Wharf, Jason Collins saw one of the most remarkable transformations in London's recent history. But now he's on the move. He's leaving after 2.5 years to make a new start.
I used to spend about 16 hours a day here, 6-7 days a week. And then after all that time and dedication you put into it, to finally walk around the place for one last time, it's very, very strange.
Jason's starting a new job at Waterloo, the busiest commuter station on the network. As a group station manager there, he'll also be in charge of Westminster.
This is all my worldly possessions out of my office that I'm going to be taking to Waterloo. My basketballs come with me as well, so might as well do that. At least I can keep myself busy in the office. So gets rid of the frustration as well. Instead of banging your head off the wall, you can bang a ball off the wall instead. Waterloo is obviously strategically probably the most important commuter station in London, and a huge amount of people use it every day. It's a question of getting to know everybody. Obviously, sad leaving here, but I'm nervous as well because another big job, another large amount of responsibility.
Take this. Not many hoops at Waterloo, mate.
Lots to jump through, not to shoot.
Find the gap. Find the gap.
It's not only London Underground staff that have new lives. This old train was going to be scrapped, but now it's due to be transformed into a radio studio for kids at Great Ormond Street Hospital. That's if it can get there.
Bit more. You're going to drive right over those raised bits in the middle. Talk to yourself.
There's new life in old trains, and hopefully the kids will get their radio studio.
Don't pull this end in. It wants to be parallel with the side. Yeah, sticky out.
Some old trains are collector's items. This 1938 stock train was revolutionary in its time. It's being moved from London's Transport Museum at Covent Garden to their museum at Acton. At Acton, Oliver Green, the head curator at London's Transport Museum, is giving a talk on board another 1938 stock train.
In London, there have been changes over the years, and you can pick up at least a couple of examples from this map. It's a 1960s map. It shows Strand Station, which was changed later to Charing Cross, and Charing Cross is now Embankment. And then up here on the Edgware branch, there's Brent Station, which became Brent Cross when Brent Cross Shopping Centre opened at that time. So just by looking at underground maps, you can actually trace a whole lot of incidental social history of London over the years.
It's Jason's first day at Waterloo. He's meeting his new colleagues and is being shown around.
How are you doing, Earl? I'm Jason. New GSM. How's it going? Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm the new boy on the block around here for the next couple of weeks at least. I'm going to just really be looking and seeing how it runs as it is, and seeing where I think I can make improvements, and trying to get to know people. Every time a train comes in, a mass of people just converging onto the escalators. It's going to be a huge job for us, really.
Well, it is.
A bank of escalators is being replaced, so the main entrance to the underground is closed. It's a major challenge, with over 60,000 passengers in the rush hour.
All that track that's down there, that's all got to come out and all be renewed. So we need to take the steps out, the chain out, before we can start putting all the new track which has all got to be dumped, levelled up before we take it out as well. So what they're doing there is taking off the captivated washers, knock the pins out, and the steps come out.
Here, is it? No, there is that one.
Although there'll be long-term benefits, not everyone's happy at the moment.
I spent an hour and a half getting here and it's boring me. Another 10 minutes.
Where are you going to go now, though? Number 6?
I want to go to Charing Cross, so how do I get to Charing Cross?
Yeah, that number 6, and there's an entrance over there.
Why haven't they been telling us on the train?
No, they have.
Week?
Believe it or not, they have. What did they say this morning?
They didn't say a single thing.
No, he wasn't. All right.
Rubbish. Don't tell me
Well,
I
they
wasn't
have.
listening.
Okay, then.
No, that's unfair.
Well, I'm telling you that they have been making
Well, no,
announcements.
but they haven't.
Oh, no, we've got different entrances.
Where's the entrance now then?
Where do you need to get to?
I've got to go to Bank.
Hopefully we will finish. We will finish in November, and then hopefully the punters will have it back for Christmas.
Just take a little stroll down here.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Get a feel. Obviously, you've got a half a new station, and you got that combined with a mixture of very old, where you've got some bits of equipment in this station approaching 80 years old, and it's about keeping those functioning and to make sure we got a modern railway as such operating day to day. Never knew this was even here. So that's the arrivals.
There are plans to modernise Waterloo over the next few years. But below all the bustle, there's a hidden world.
Is this what they call the old hospital area, Andy?
That's right.
During the First World War, they used to bring all the poor souls in from the war and all the injured people. And at that stage, the Waterloo and City Line used to have some passageways that would connect up to the main line station. And what they used to do is bring all the injured people and the bodies in directly underground. And down here there used to be an old hospital, which still remains, and a morgue as well. I'm told, Andy, that used to be a ward. I know it's used as a store now, but this actually used to be one of the medical wards where they treat the injured. I think Canary Wharf, in comparison to this, like Canary Wharf's brand spanking new, and then you come here and it's like, hundreds of years old. It's alleged that it's haunted. I'm not worried about the ghosts, I'm worried about the rats.
Okay, so what?
Okay, I'm going to keep walking.
You've seen one.
Just keep walking.
Oh, okay.
As long as we keep walking, they won't catch you with me.
I don't like rats.
Here's a few characters who've been peopling our train at Covent Garden over the years, and they've now ended up here. They'll probably be here for a lifetime now, I should think. It's almost like a cross-section through London over nearly 150 years, because we've got the material of the London Underground, the real thing. The oldest rail exhibit in the building here is this Metropolitan Railway coach from the 1880s. This would have been used at the time when the Metropolitan and Circle had steam trains, but the reason you can tell that this is a Metropolitan Underground coach and not just a standard overground coach is this curve on the top of the door. The theory was that if you accidentally should open the door in the tunnel while the train's going along, the curve would mean that it wouldn't smash to pieces on the tunnel as you went along. This is one of our most important individual exhibits. It's the only surviving locomotive from the very first deep-level electric tube railway in the world. The original Underground was not very far below the surface. It was a subsurface construction. But the tube railways from 1890 were deep below, and they only could be deep below once you could have electric power, which didn't pollute the tunnels.
It's just amazing to think, a little arch like this, but yet it has such an important part in terms of the whole structure and support of Waterloo Station. But, it's just amazing, really. You come down here and you've no idea it's here, and, these are areas that I've got to be responsible for, got to be looking around for. And it makes a big change complaining about a little bit of dust. You come down here and it's like dusty, full stop. As I say, I think if I do come down here, I'll come down here definitely with somebody, and it won't be at night time, that's for sure. It's spooky, full stop.
One of the largest modernisation projects on the London Underground takes place in the middle of the night at Elephant and Castle. William Smith is the contracts manager for Metronet.
There's approximately 150 guys that we mobilise every evening. We have guys that do the water management because the tunnels are leaking, so we have to manage the water there. There are tiling guys who replicate heritage features. There are guys who do new flooring, new wall tiling, acoustic cladding, several different firms. Right, it's just 5 to 1 in the morning. We've just been given permission to access the station by the station supervisor. Everybody's been queued up outside, patiently waiting for that shout from the guys. And now we're filling the lifts as fast as we can to mobilise the guys. Every minute is precious to us, so we're trying to mobilise as many men as fast as possible to get as much done within that tiny window of opportunity.
William and his team have got to finish their work before the first train in the morning.
We've got 4 hours to go.